What's going on, man? We sitting here with all the smoke. How y'all doing tonight?
Great.
You smell good.
Thank you.
You smell better than me.
Thank you.
Oh. So, what's going on with y'all? Let's go ahead and first of all, introduce each one of y'all and let them know how they can find your music, all the platforms, anything y'all need them to locate y'all. Let's go ahead and get that out there.
Hello, my name is Brianna Lee and they call me La Lacran.
I'm Be the Ghostwriter.
Static, Mr. Unbreakable.
And where can they find your music, man?
My music, I got a link tree. Go to Linktree, Static Solo. But everything on my social media is mainly Static Solo. So yeah, look that up. My Instagram, my Facebook, the YouTube, everything's under Static Solo.
That's
and
right.
the group?
Well, it's on the link tree as well, but you can check out the website also, allthesmoke.com. That's all the smoke, the DA with a D, .com. You can see our videos, you can see our upcoming shows, you'll see all our links to all our social media, as well as Arte de Barrio is up under that All the Smoke website. So,
Hey, look, you like listen to like Shade 45 and all that stuff? Like, when you talk about where to find music, you listen to that, and like Hot 97, like the Breakfast Club hours and all that. If you listen to that, like that's where you're not gonna find my music, but you will find it on the iTunes and on like the Spotify and stuff under Be the Ghostwriter and under All the Smoke, and that's D-A Ghostwriter and All the Smoke, because we are bringing all the smoke. We do everything from rap, hip hop. Static even got this country song. It's a banger.
Oh, really?
Straight fire, yeah. I got a country song. Brianna's got everything from like a bachata. I mean, we just throw it down. We'll spit what language you want, man. I got a song. It spits. I think I got 50 languages in one song, man. It's not out yet, but it has been recorded, and that's real talk.
Okay, you know what? Just to elaborate on what you said just now, that's not where they'll find your music. Also, I'd like to say that this is not sponsored by Modelo.
Yeah.
But damn
We need to
it,
get it together.
y'all need to get together. So,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Delicious.
get your shit right. So that being said, you know what? Speaking of the homegirl right here, man, she does like I've noticed that she's got hella different styles. Like you said, she's how did you get that going? Like just love of music or what?
So I've been singing all my life. I've competed all my life. But taking it serious the way that I have now just happened literally a year and a half ago. So it's like coming into the arms of two people who are very well experienced has taught me so much. Like when I started, I didn't even know how to write. Now I'm writing my own music.
Oh wow. So you've been only in the game about a year and a half too. Year two. Oh wow, okay. So what got you in the game?
My son,
Okay.
he told me that I had already raised them and that he didn't want me being bored at home. So he's like, go do something with your life. Go do something with your singing. So I was like, okay. I had reached out to another individual artist who said that I couldn't sing. So, I had seen that Static was posting that they were performing at shows and they were doing this. And I was like, hey, I'm a singer and I saw you guys perform one time to the song. It's called That's Just Not Me. We actually listened to it. It's by Static. And I asked him if I could do like a redo of it, like a girl version, which has never happened still. And I came in and he gave me two different types of songs. And the song I chose was No Regrets. And
that's the first song.
That's the
we
first
got.
song.
Check out No Regrets. That's a strong song. Ultra Vita's strong. There's a lot of strong music that Rihanna look into.
No Regrets is the one that let them know, like, she's it.
Okay.
Yeah, when I heard that, cause I had it originally, I was trying to do the song myself. Cause I'm not a singer, but I try to do a little something every now and then. But I could never do the song the way it was written and the way the song is. I could never do it. So I was like, when she came in, I was like, well, I got this song. Check it out. And when I heard her and her doing the vocals on it, I was like, yeah, she completely blew it out the water.
And it's so different from people who say they can sing. Like, listen. listen, to all the community, she can sing. She can sing.
Yeah.
Bro, we went to a karaoke thing, and it was like money for the winner. She did like this Tony Braxton thing, and it was like the NBA just playing like junior rep league.
The
at
guy who
YMCA.
gave her the money when she won, he just looked at her like,
It was
Here you
yeah. It's like just free money. Like
Like,
we
why-
really
why?
should just like stop and just go and take all the karaoke money and just
I
take
felt
Bree
bad because everybody did so good.
and put her out there.
Honestly, it wasn't easy. It was super easy.
Yeah. And you know what? So how did this group? Cause I was checking y'all. What was it? I think it was a picture or something I seen. Y'all just have like a different style. As a matter of fact, it was the last show y'all seen. The last show y'all went to, and y'all had like a promotional photo on the flyer, and the style that y'all had was just different. And I was like, damn, that's a different style. Like, how did that come about, or is it just something that's just naturally there?
I mean, I could say we're a little different.
We are a little different
We
from
are,
everybody.
yeah. I don't know. I mean, it just comes natural, I guess. You know, we don't all just do like one certain genre of music. We do everything.
We do everything.
Doesn't matter what kind of genre of music it is. So I guess that ties into our style, I guess. You know?
And also the name of All This Smoke. I mean, we all have different backgrounds. Like Static grew up listening to a lot of like, you know, Latin hip hop and reggaeton and all this everything, as well as all the, you know, the urban hip hop of some of the big
music in
giant
all types
mega
of
stars that
music
came up.
in general.
Yeah, and pop stars. And then Brianna, she grew up listening to like rock songs, so like 80s
really?
rocks and stuff. And like, I think, you know, but then like as far as performance wise, like, because we are from the A, like, I would say a big mentor would be like Outkast. They were always so different with their style and their music and Dungeon Family and everything they put out. So in a lot of ways, like, I look towards maybe something like that and being entertaining and just, you know, trying to get more views than a lady falling over or a cat video, you know? Like, just, we're going to make it, man. It's just going to take time.
Also, I feel like our style is different because it's like we didn't even know what to wear today, and we just end up all the time wearing black, and we always coordinate. But when we perform, it's like emo gothic, but we don't sing or rap emo gothic. But we dress differently from everybody else, and we notice that we stand out because of what we wear and how we dress and how we, you know, carry ourselves. So that also takes a part to it.
I mean, they said I was crazy, and Static had to get me out of the straitjacket, and he's like, bro, you're going to do music. And I was like, all right, cool.
So how long have y'all been in the game individually and as a group?
I think I've probably been in it the longest, maybe. Though you are older than me.
A little bit the same. I mean,
But
keep going, man. Go.
How many years?
yeah,
Go back.
How many years? Damn.
Take him back.
A lot. Way
Hey,
too
bro.
long.
Hey, I heard Moses was a great rapper, bro.
Yeah.
Abraham was dope.
He couldn't pay though. in the studio.
Man, they like, the crowd would just part when he would like walk through the stage.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I've been doing this a long time. I first, originally, when I was like in my teens, I started trying to DJ and be a DJ and all that stuff. And then I kind of got, you know, a hold of some equipment and stuff like that. And then I started doing music with my younger brother and stuff like that. And ever since then, like, we always had a passion for it and started creating our own stuff, like from scratch. And this was before the internet. This was before YouTube, before any type of social media. This is when we were just printing out or recording CDs and selling them out the trunk of the car type stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And we would do shows here and there. And at the time we were young, without social media and all that, we didn't never realize the impact that we were actually making because we didn't know. We never got the feedback from the social media, how many people were actually listening to us and messing with our music. So years later down the road to where like people can actually get in contact with us and be like, hey man, I still got the CD from fucking 15 years ago. You know, like I rocked that shit. People in prison.
Yeah, there's people still locked up listening to Static songs, man.
Like, and it's like, this is really old stuff, you know? But ever since then, you know, I worked with a few different people and stuff like that. But yeah, like, then I got tied in with these guys. So,
These guys.
the guys and gals.
I've been competing since in shows since I was like 5 years old.
I seen a picture when you was a little girl.
I
Yeah.
have all those pictures, and it's honestly a great thing to have because I can compare how I perform and how I performed then and then now the way it is. It's like the same steps, the same way that I do it. But yeah, my dad had me competing when I was younger when he found out that I could sing, and I had been competing until my parents decided to split up and make the drastic change for my mom to move to a whole other state, which is Atlanta. And now I'm doing music now. It's gonna be 2 years.
Yeah, but you came from where?
San Antonio, Texas.
Okay,
Okay.
shout out to Texas. You know.
Hey, big shout out to Texas.
San Antonio.
We get a lot of love from Texas over here.
I'm from the future. And then like I got in a DeLorean. I came back and I was like, yo, this ain't it yet. And I was like, this ain't it yet. And I was like, okay, this is it.
This is the perfect time.
Yeah. And then I had to find him in order to save the world. And Lokd was the key. And now as long as I can get like some Don Pedro or something like and like shots of that and about 20 blunts, we're gonna be good. And we're gonna make like the best song. It'll be like Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. That's a throwback, by the way. You gotta go back. Music saves the world. It'll save your life.
It's a badass movie, man. I remember that movie.
Keanu Reeves, man.
A lot of young kids want to know what that is.
That's what I said. That's a throwback.
It's definitely a throwback. So yeah,
You said as a group, they
Yeah, as a
were
group.
all the smoke before I came.
oh really?
Yeah. Yeah, we have like if you look down towards the earlier videos, you'll see just me and Static. And then
Originally,
she
yeah.
came in, and we still have stuff like we'll have interchangeable like stuff where it's her and Static, or it's just me and Static, or it's like that's what keeps it interesting. That's what keeps it lively. That's what keeps everything going. Like putting on a 30-40 minute set, you go 10 minutes gets kind of stale. Everybody's like, oh okay, and then like but you start throwing like some more confetti in that mix and like liven it up, man. People get lit.
That's right. And as far as I know, Static, he's like the CEO of the Unbreakable ENT, right?
Boss man.
He is.
How long has
Pretty much.
Unbreakable been around?
Well, Unbreakable started. I can't even give you a year because
It's been a long time.
originally it was something else.
Some of y'all weren't born yet.
Yeah. Come on.
Some of y'all. Hey, he might be y'all's daddy. You know?
Yeah, it started like I said, I was in my teens, with that. It started with something else. I had a group of people that I was working with. That never worked out. It broke up pretty much. Then after pretty much that, some of them came back and stuff like that, and that's when I started really Unbreakable Entertainment. But never had no really like solid label or people that I work with. I never felt like I had that up until now. You know what I mean? But once I got together and then we created this thing, because I got back into music myself, and then I brought Ghost back into it a little bit. We formed All the Smoke.
You rescued me from the asylum.
And then Brianna came into the mix, and she was like the final piece to it. You know what I mean? We needed a singer to fit our group with the type of music that we do. So then after that, it formed All the Smoke. I kind of revived Unbreakable Entertainment back up, and that's how Arte de Barrio came back up in the mix with us. So that's where we're at now.
Now we're one big happy label family.
That's fire.
Just functional as fuck.
And it wasn't like
Functional stuff.
it wasn't like these people were like, it was like, cool, you can do this, you can do that, come on, join our thing. No, it's like we took the time and like got to know each other first, got to know everybody's goals, and like, are you really serious about this? Like, can we hang out and outside of the music and really be a family and hang out and actual friends and stuff like that before we actually tied everything together and kind of like, okay, now let's do this.
Yeah, I mean, like, look, if you want to know if you be a group, get locked in a hotel and see if you can smell each other's farts the next day when you're drunk. And if you can stay and you can manage that, that means you might have a shot at this music industry shit, because it will be in them hotels. It'll be small room too. You think you gonna get that Zick in the street rat? No, hell, fuck no. They're gonna be a motor hotel. They're gonna be like 3 prostitutes outside going, hey daddy, you wanna rap? And like, you bring them back, you bring them back. But if they put up with you and they smell your farts after, yo, you got a shot, you might make it, man. Shout out to everybody. You gonna do this shit. If you like, yo, that song trash, then get out there and make some fucking music.
Yeah.
And it will be just as trash as everybody else's trash.
When I came in, I was going out with my friends every single weekend, and they knew
You're a party girl.
I was a party girl. I was at that time, and they knew that I was in it because I was every weekend here in the studio, and we were working. And then after 3 months, I got all the smoke tattooed on my chest.
Okay.
That's how they knew, like, yeah, she's in it for real.
She's serious.
I'm serious.
She got the black guy on her. She's
yeah,
serious.
I had the black on me, yeah. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't
ours.
like, yeah,
She
I
branded.
All your bass belong to us.
Yep, everything. But it was like, it wasn't with the first song. Technically, it was the first song that they tell me all the time, like, Ghost even kicked me out that night because they needed to talk about me, and he didn't want me to be there. And he started kicking, hey girl, I got songs for you. Girl, I have song for you, and I came back and I did more music, and that's when he's like, you need to come to the meeting.
He wasn't too sure about it at first.
I was a
You
little
know how Ghost
hesitant.
is.
When someone's new and they show up at your house, you're like, man, I don't know about anybody at first. And especially when you like get older, it's like, you know. But then like, you know, you warm up.
It has been something that I've been wanting to do for the longest because I missed it. You know, music is my getaway. It sets us free. And for me to come into the lives of two men who know what they're doing and who taught me everything that I know today is great. I learned so much in a year and a half that I probably wouldn't even have. What is this?
Yeah,
they taught me what a stack was. I didn't know what a stack was. And for people that a stack, you record it one time and you go over it with the same voice again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we put her through a crash course. We like threw a bunch of books at her and like fed her brain up. Now she knows kung fu, bro.
Yeah. And they challenged me as a singer, which I appreciate the most.
That's one thing. When y'all was performing at the last show, y'all was at the pop out show.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all did a song, and it was trippy to me because, like, one point.
I'm sorry, that's my hooker.
He's a musician, man. He got hookers. Look, so at one point it was like y'all was. I don't know what song it was, but you came in with the vocals out of nowhere. It's just like y'all was totally in sync. What's y'all's process when it comes to making these songs?
I think it was medicine. Yeah, it had to be medicine.
Yeah, I think it was. It might have been.
The process, I mean, it is like we just kind of go for whatever sounds good. Like, and if it's a song that we're all on, we all try to
Some other hookers.
and everybody incorporate themselves somehow in that song and just mash it up, like, and not just like one artist, but it's like combine all three at the same time, in and out. You know what I mean? Instead of just one first and the other. Like we mix it all up into three.
Yeah, like the process is always. Sometimes it's really organic. Like it's just live. We'll be in a room. We'll sit in a room. Like, yo, I got this idea, and I got this idea, and we'll hear it, and we'll hear it back and see like what works or what doesn't. Like something like The Greatest in Hiphop has like it's like a rap where like it's static rhyming, and I complete his inverse, or and then we go back and forth like that, or just like with advice or something. It's like we're gonna start with some kind of cadence style, and then we're gonna change the music up just to keep it interesting. So
yeah, we complement each other, and when we work together, when it comes down to our studio time, it's like it's on.
it's just a vibe.
It's on, and we get it. And I don't think we've ever argued over a song because if we just say I don't like the way that sounds, fix it. We'll go and fix it.
Yeah, or we'll scrap it and there'll be nothing done.
We'll be
It'll
honest
nothing
with
done.
each other.
We'll be honest with each other.
And we just be
If
like,
it doesn't sound good or not.
that ain't it. You know.
Yeah, that
Or
you
not
need,
my favorite.
yeah. You need somebody to tell you. You need somebody to tell you. Otherwise, you ain't got no friends. They don't tell you the truth, man.
But I mean, there are stuff that gets away to where it's like I won't like it, but they like it, and they'll be like, all right, it's not my favorite, but.
And it's the same. It's the same for him. Like there's gives and takes. Like someone's like, I'm holding this one to the chest, so we're gonna do this one, and there was like, but the thing is we learned like don't drag them into like your manure. So like we don't do that. But if you got like a solo effort or you want a hook or whatever, like it's like okay, are we gonna do this live one day? And you're like, we don't know, But
yeah, that and opinions do matter, because if you're an artist and you can't take somebody's opinion, is because you're not at that mindset yet. Like, okay, I'm gonna take your opinion into consideration because you do music too, and your idea might be better than mine. It might sound better.
Everybody's has a different ear.
Everybody
like
has
what
a
you're
different
listening
ear.
to, it could be garbage to you, and like, oh, this is whack. But like somebody else,
will be like, yeah,
it's in a
this
different
shit
mind
fire,
state.
you know? Yeah.
They think differently. Their ear is different. They could love the hell out of it. You know what I mean? And that's the way music works. You know?
you just never know nowadays. Like you'll hear a song and you're like, really, that one? And then like 3 months later you're singing it yourself. So it does happen.
Right. I know that this is a very diverse group. So how does that like bring unexpected fans y'all's way? Just because it's so diverse with different styles and flavors within this group right here.
I don't know. Like, that's not really our decision to make. For me, my answer is we just kind of make the music or the art, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what someone's gonna think about it, and if you like it, then awesome. But if
But in
you,
that,
if you
like,
don't,
I
no
mean,
problem.
we've seen all types of different, I guess, kinds of fans.
Fine, fan base,
You
groupies.
know, surprising, like, okay, well, I didn't know you listen to our stuff like that, or just you know, I mean, you know how it is. You really don't never know the impact that you're making, you know, because you don't get all that feedback back, you know, when you're out there performing or releasing music and stuff, because you don't ever really know who's watching or who's listening to your stuff, you know, because they're not going to tell you, oh, hey, I'm listening to this song, you know.
Yeah,
A lot of the people, they look at you bigger than you actually are and feel like they can't even contact you because you want reply or stuff like that.
Or sometimes
you know
we've
what I
been
mean?
in a club where like it's like you want to, it's like a favoritism thing. Someone wants to be all hard and stuff, and all of a sudden you step outside and finally you get that dude who finally goes, "Hey man, good job." You're like,
Yeah.
where was the
Yeah.
rah-rah at the stage front at the beginning?
And we get the type of fans that are like, oh, I didn't want to go and talk to you, ask for a picture because you have a resting bitch face. But when you come to me, I'm like
I
an
get
absolute
that.
sweetheart.
I get that. I'm so unapproachable.
Static has resting bitch face, bro.
I guess.
I guess we all do.
Resting bastard.
But
face.
it's like I appreciate people coming to me like, hey, like, oh, I didn't know you liked this song. Like the song that we didn't know that people would not listen to, or the ones that people
Yeah,
listen to.
I mean, I love feedback. I
I
love
love
getting
it.
that. Like,
I love
like,
opinions and I love
that
feedback.
song, this and that. Like, feedback's always awesome. Just to hear that somebody's actually like
Listening
paying
to you.
attention. And
I love
listening.
positive feedback. I don't love just feedback because I don't really read the
Any
YouTube
feedback
comments.
is good feedback.
But anyway,
Whether it's
You don't-
positive,
you don't
or
wanna
I
go
like
in
the
the comment
pos-
section.
Yeah. Just say something nice, you know.
Yeah.
So when it comes to, if you had to say one thing, like I said, there's a lot of people that really don't know anything about Georgia, don't know anything about Atlanta. They just don't know when they hear the word Georgia or they hear the word Atlanta, they only think one way. If you had anything to let the world know about Atlanta, the state of Georgia, all that, what would y'all tell them?
Don't move here. There's a lot of traffic.
Nobody can drive.
Nobody can drive.
Bro, I mean, to be real honest, like everyone has like I guess hood love or they love their hometown or whatever, but when you've been out of state and you've done shows, and I love everywhere. I love it. That's my hooker. But anyway, when you love everywhere that you go,
he called you a hooker.
when you love
Edit that out.
when you love everywhere that you go, like you kind of realize that everybody comes from the same place in a way. Like we all have different struggles and strife and everything. But as far as like Atlanta, man, try the food, man. The food's fucking delicious down here. Like try Waffle House. I mean, we got one of those on every block.
Oh,
We
yeah.
got and we're starting to get like Raising Cane's and all these other places down here.
Whataburger.
But yeah, like I
Seen
mean,
that.
as far as the city, like yeah, the city's the city. It's Atlanta. It's Atlanta. Like it is a cultural, not the Mecca. I always think that the Mecca might be like New York for hip hop, but like it could be like a Medina. But then you could say LA's the Medina. Because LA and West Coast music and hip hop, but then Texas did big and Chicago does big. So like what I'm saying is all cities are the same. But when you go somewhere, sometimes it's the friendly atmosphere, the open, everybody's open carry. Don't mess around. Don't F around and find out down here. But like what I'm telling you is, as long as you were fair and as long as you're cool, I think everybody would be cool with you.
Right. Yeah, most hey, I'm tell you this, man. Being that I am from Georgia, so I've heard this a million times. Atlanta is a world of its own. You got Georgia, and then you got Atlanta. Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Atlanta is more like what I would call the city life and the city vibe of it. When you get out in like the rural parts, you know, it's the hometowns of working families and possibly working class. But when you get kind of in Atlanta, you'll start getting towards the crazier clubs. But that's the same. Like it'd be like saying New York State versus New York City, and it'd be its own vibe.
That's right.
Or California, like people told me like, bro, the Bay is way different from like more south down towards LA and whatever. So your Bay Area is going to be different from your San Francisco. Your San Francisco is going to be different. Like your Houston's different from Austin. Austin is like be weird in Austin or whatever. They're like people have like their own style and everything going on in Austin, but Houston like holds it down for Houston. So
Yeah, I could say this. I've seen like when it comes to like you say the Bay Area is different from LA. This that. I'm starting to see a lot of LA artists, and to me, they're biting the Dirty South style. They're starting to wear the teeth. They're starting to wear the chains.
I don't know if the teeth is like. Well, I mean, the teeth is more like Texas, right? I mean, that's more like Paul Wall and all them that started that, right? So
I mean, I don't know. I remember back in the days, Georgia, the Dirty South. I would call it a Dirty South thing, honestly.
Gip was probably doing it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few
Goody
people.
Mob.
Yeah, the grills and stuff like that.
My thing is, people can't help where they're born, or people can't help their housing where they're staying. So, like, right now, like, there's, we went to Iron Age recently, and this, if you don't know, it's Korean barbecue. And we're looking up on the thing, and it's like Korean hip hop. I mean, dudes wearing the teeth and everything, and it's like, I'm not gonna hate him for biting the style. He's doing his thing for where he's at. Like, look, man, the food can only be good for so long before someone learns how to cook it.
Right.
So, like, if that recipe's good, of course someone's gonna try it. It don't matter where you're from, man.
That's right. Do y'all feel like that when it comes to Atlanta artists or Georgia artists that there's a lot of sleeping on them and they ain't really hip to it yet?
It's not really that people are sleeping on them. It's that a lot of artists are pretty much doing the same thing that a lot of the other artists are doing. Nobody really stands out. You know what I mean? It's not that, I mean, and just music in general right now, like everybody is like, everybody does music. Everybody knows somebody that raps. Everybody knows somebody that does beats or anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're trying to get that TikTok and
so it's not as like it's not as surprising or popular as it used to be before. You know? Now it's like, yeah, my sister's cousin's boyfriend does music.
I mean, like right now it's 2024. Like I would say, and the thing is when you go into like the heart of Atlanta, and I mean like the heart, like you'll see that everybody's kind of on like what Future paved the road for and doing that way. Years ago it was like kind of like T.I.'s sound. This is a cultural and a trend that it changes, and then the next thing you know is you find like that one dude that don't sound like everybody else in there, and then after 5-10 years you got everybody kind of trying to sound like that dude because it worked for them. So I mean, it's kind of a bandwagon mentality, copy pasta, and not only that, there's some people that try to do like trap rap stuff right now, but you're coming up from your influence. You gotta understand, like these kids that are growing up between 16, 18, 19, if that's all they listen to, they're gonna try it. And it's not necessarily copyright, it's just the influence. So what changed with us really is we listened to so much damn music that we were trying almost like all sorts of stuff. It's like, hey, let's flip this type of sound and beat and make it into this style of music.
Okay. Hell yeah. That's right. Well, hey, I appreciate y'all damn inviting me to the, inviting me
Family dinner.
to the family dinner, Shout out to the homegirl because she's the one that invited me and said, hey, come through, vlog. She like, when's the vlog? I said, let's damn do it. I'm down. So, I really appreciate y'all being hospitality, the hospitality y'all show me, the love y'all show me, man. I appreciate y'all taking the time to make this video and this vlog. And
yeah, it's a different night. We take you out and the topics get you laid, man. You just look at you and be like, you ain't even gotta be here no more. You ain't gotta do this. You just come home. You can come home with me. I'll take you.
Oh,
actually, I might be in your house right now. Looking out the window.
Hell yeah. But yeah, man, much love, much respect to y'all. Y'all need to go check them out. Like I said, the shit will be tagged in the description. Y'all go hit it. I might even tag it in the title if I got some room.
Allthesmoke.com.
All the smoke.
Static, Mr. Unbreakable.
The link tree.
Yeah.
Go check us out on
Static,
YouTube.
Mr. Unbreakable.
All social
Need a
media.
ghostwriter.
Brianna Lee Ghost.
That's right. Hey, I hope y'all enjoying this vlog. We got more coming your way. Once again, thank you. This was dope.
Lokd.tv. You better hit that like and subscribe button. I'll be in your house.
That's right. Keeping that shit loked out, no doubt. For real.
Lokd TV thought you knew. Keep it G and keep it fly. Lokd merchandise.